Hey everyone, and welcome back to Anytime Español.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it has officially been 3 years since we started this YouTube channel.
That's right, 3 years of Spanish learning, mistakes, lessons, traveling, and growing this community with you.
Now, in this video, we're going to actually answer some of your questions, but first, we just want to say thank you, and we want to show you something new that we've been working on.
We've updated our memberships where we share a lot of extra Spanish content for those of you who want more practice and to improve their Spanish.
So we'll go over those first quickly, and then we'll get into your questions and celebrate these 3 years together.
Okay, so you can become a member on either YouTube or on Patreon. Both platforms have the exact same levels and benefits. So it really just comes down to which one you prefer.
So our first level is called Amigo. And so for $3.99 a month, we'll personally thank you in a video. You'll get priority response if you ever comment or ask us a question. But most importantly, you're gonna get a PDF guide that goes along with each video lesson. So every single week, this PDF guide will give you new examples, more practice activities, so that it can reinforce what you've been learning that week.
It's also a great way to support the channel if you enjoy what we do.
Yeah, and now the next level is Primo, and this is the one that people usually choose. So for just $6.99 a month, you'll get all of those benefits that you got with Amigo, but you'll also unlock members-only posts. So each week we post something new. Sometimes it's teaching a new verb, sometimes it's extra vocabulary or a bonus quiz, practice exercises. It changes each week. And now, most importantly, what we've updated is you'll actually get full access to 2 new members-only libraries. The first one is completely dedicated to extra members-only videos, and the other is dedicated completely to Spanish listening exercises. Now, although these are new libraries, we're gonna always be adding more and more content to them. So once you're a member, you'll always have access to them.
We've really tried to make this level affordable because we want more people to have access to extra Spanish practice without it feeling expensive.
Yeah, and while you're looking at these levels, you'll notice that we actually have 2 other ones, Elite and Leyenda Viva. Now, these will give you the exact same benefits that Primo gives you. Primo is all the benefits we offer, but they're just there in case you'd like to give a little bit extra to help support our work.
A question we get a lot is why we offer memberships on both YouTube and Patreon.
And the main reason is that for us, Patreon is it's easier to navigate and it's a bit more user-friendly. And they also take a smaller fee, which means more of your support directly comes to us.
On the other hand, YouTube memberships are convenient because everything stays on one platform, even though it's a bit harder to navigate and YouTube takes a larger percentage.
Yeah, and we just wanted to take the time to actually explain this in one of our videos because a lot of people don't know that we even have memberships, or they don't know that Patreon takes a smaller fee, or they don't even know that we have so much extra Spanish content to improve their fluency.
So to join on YouTube, go to our main channel page and click the join button and choose the level that works better for you.
And if you prefer Patreon, you can go to this link, select a membership, and you're all set. We'll leave both of those links below in the description of this video.
And if memberships aren't for you, but you still want to support the channel, you can always buy us a coffee.
Yeah, we're usually hopped up on coffee whenever we're making these videos. And in all seriousness, Buy Me a Coffee also takes less of a percentage when you donate there as opposed to giving like a YouTube super thanks. So it's just another way to directly support us, and more of the donation goes directly to us. So we'll leave that link as well in the description of this video.
Okay, now that you understand how to get more of our Spanish content, let's answer some of our subscriber questions.
Ándale, vamos.
So Uapejax238 wrote, I'd love to see more local travel in Mexico and some of special aspectos of pueblos mágicos. Muchísimas gracias y felicidades.
Okay, so this isn't so much of a question as just a great recommendation. So for those of you that don't know, or if you like videos on YouTube about travel or just getting extra Spanish listening practice, we have a Spanish travel channel on YouTube called Señores, Mochileros. So we'll leave the link to that channel in the description of this video. But surprisingly, we don't have a lot of content about Mexico. We've been to several countries and I think we have about 60 videos now, but we're definitely open to doing videos and showing pueblos mágicos in other parts of Mexico, maybe later this year or into next year. So we'll keep you updated on that. But thank you for the recommendation.
The next one, XZ Rutherford wrote, for both of you, which Spanish-speaking country or region's accent do you have the hardest time understanding? Also, how did you guys meet? Thanks for all you do.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Do you want to go first?
Okay. For me, it's when people use different words to express the same things. For example, straw in Spanish, in Mexican Spanish, we say popote. But in Spain, they say pajita, or in Colombia and Venezuela, they use pitillo, but also other countries would say bombilla, sorbete. So the same word is used like in different ways. And the other thing is that also young people, when they speak really fast from other countries like Chile, it's super hard to understand their slang and the words, they cut the words. So it's hard to understand, even if it's Spanish, that I speak Spanish. It's my native language. But yeah, that's the hard part for me to understand.
Yeah, it's kind of a joke in Latin America that like Chileans don't speak Spanish. They've made up something different. But for me, it's much more, I think, specifically for a region. Like Cuban Spanish for me, I feel like that accent is super, super strong and really hard to understand. They also kind of cut off the ends of their words. So I feel like that's really hard. As well as Argentinian Spanish. They, of course, changed the double L to an SH sound. So like me llamo turns into me llamo. And I feel like they have a different sort of cadence than the rest of Latin America. They kind of sing while they talk. So those two accents for me are the most difficult. But and the second part of this, Darce, how did we meet?
So you were visiting Mexico City and I was stuck in 2021 with COVID, so I wasn't going out. But you wrote me on a dating app and we started talking. And after that, you invited me to go out to a place called Garibaldi, where I actually went.
Yeah, so Dar says that she can't believe she actually went because Garibaldi, if you don't know, is a plaza in Mexico City that has a bunch of bars there, but it's filled with mariachis. So it's where tourists go to listen. They can pay mariachis and hear songs and things from mariachis. But it's not the safest place in Mexico City. There's it's a great place for like pickpocketing, and a lot of these bars do lots of scams where they'll maybe add 2 or 3 beers to your bill. So not a lot of locals really like to go there. So she had felt so kind of trapped for 2 weeks with COVID in her apartment. So I somehow convinced her to come out, and she met up with the group that I was with, and we talked that night, and we've been together ever since. That was the summer of 2021. So that's our story.
Okay, next. The question we get the most is, when we're by ourselves, do we speak in English or in Spanish?
Well, this one's kind of hard to actually give one specific answer, because I would say normally we speak in Spanish, but there's just times where like life gets in the way and you're in a rush or you're having trouble explaining something, so you'll switch back to your native language, you know? So there's some times where I just need to tell her something quickly, or I get frustrated, and so I'll just tell her in English.
And sometimes with no reason at all, I would say something in Spanish, you'll answer in English, then I'll go back to Spanish.
I'll answer in English, and we just have conversations, Spanish, English. And there's also kind of this running joke in language, you know, the more that you learn a new language, the more you can forget your own. So I feel like there's a lot of times too where I'll be talking to you in English and I'll just randomly not remember a word in my own language, and I'll need to say it in Spanish. So I'll say something like, yeah, my brother was complaining to me a lot because he really likes this new job he has, but he doesn't really like the horario. So because I can't think of the word like schedule or like time frame. So that happens a lot too.
Also happens a lot that you make up words that don't really exist in Spanish, but I try to correct you.
That's true. But yeah, okay. So before we go, we just want to say again, one more time, thank you so much for being a part of our community. And thank you. This has been an amazing 3 years.
And we have a lot of exciting new content planned for this year. More lessons, more listening practice, and more ways to help you feel confident using Spanish in real life.
And if you want even more Spanish content, like we said, we'd love for you to join our membership. It's really the best way to support our channel and keep everything we do going.
Remember, you can always leave us a comment.
That's right. We read them, we appreciate them, and lots of times they're what help us to really create the next lesson that helps you to improve your Spanish. And speaking of improving,
Watch this video to keep improving your Spanish.
Until next time.